Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today we're going to look at Ombre Suede by Just Jack. So, this fragrance, if you don't know about it, it's a clone of Ombre Leather by Tom Ford. And as every Just Jack Leather review, I'm going to tell you if it's nice and all. And I got a sample or a little spray of Ombre Leather on this paper, so I'm going to be able to compare them side by side and tell you if it smells similar or not. So let's start with the presentation. I got a 100 milliliter bottle. It's the first 100 ml I got from Just Jack, and it's not the usual Just Jack bottle. And the usual Just Jack bottle, I'm going to show it to you. Usually, Just Jack bottle in 100 ml look a bit like this, which is pretty much similar to the Tom Ford private blend, or not the private blend, in fact, the like normal whatever blend. I'm not going to show you the other side because it's a future review that you will see, so you won't know right now which perfume this one is. But this one is different. It's written Just Jack on the cap, and the bottle like a little flask. And the spray is really special in this one. I'm gonna spray it for you to show it after the presentation. The look of the box, it's like this is the same kind of cheap. It's not the same kind of box, but it's the same material, same kind of pattern. This one you cannot press on it. It opens like a real perfume box, except that the inside it's like, I don't know, curved or something. So in front it looked like this. Also, there's some texture on the box. You can feel it's not just design, it's also a texture. And versus the small ones, I can say that the presentation is well done. The 100 ml, the presentation is really nice. The 50 and 30 ml, it looks really cheap and really bad. But the 100 ml, both this one and this one, it looked good. Quality looks still better, not super expensive. Like the cap is some cheap plastic, but it still look better than 50 and 30 ml. Now for the spray, I'm going to spray it in the air. So you see, maybe you will hear the spray also. Spray kind of gives a big mist. It's not the best spray, but it's not so bad neither. So I feel the smell is a bit fruity. And I really get the note of jasmine. And the fruitiness comes from the note of jasmine. Personally, I think that jasmine smells a little bit like bananas. And bananas is a fruit, so it's where the fruitiness comes from. It's really present on paper. In background, there's a little bit of Suede that's there. There's a little bit of spiciness. I know there's the note of cardamom, but it's really, really in the background, blended with the other things, so it's hard to recognize it as cardamom. It's just some little spiciness that's there, but it's obviously the cardamom when you look at the other ingredients. It's a bit sweet, but it's not too sweet. And that's pretty much what I'm getting on paper. Now, side by side, Ombre Suede and Ombre Leather. I really got this sprayed not so long ago, like 2 hours ago maximum. I already have trouble to smell it. And really what I would say is that the big difference is that Ombre Suede is more fruity and it's sweeter. It's a bit sweeter than Ombre Leather. Ombre Leather is more spicy and leathery than sweet and fruity. This is really the big difference, but the suede leather note, it's really similar. It just what's around it that's different. I never tried Ombre Leather on my skin, so I don't know how it react, but on Suede, I have some notes that I took on it. Longevity is really good. After 8 hours, I stopped counting and I could still smell it on my skin. The projection is okay. The projection is good. It's like, around you, a closed bubble of smell, but it's not a strong projection. I mean, people will smell you, but not so much. Versus other perfume that could be powerful. People will smell you in a closed bubble, but now they will smell you, but it's kind of a little something that's there in the air only. And another perfume I could compare it to, it's Italian Leather. So Italian Leather, if you've seen my other Just Jack video, you know that I absolutely love this one. So I've got another paper. I'm gonna try it side by side with Ombre Suede. Of course, the notes are different, but they both have the note of leather, suede, or, whatever how it will appear. So if I will compare both of them, they are extremely similar. I don't know what they use to make the note of leather, but I would say that it's pretty much the same ingredient. It's only the thing around them that's different. And Italian Leather has the note of raspberry that's really present. That gives it a lot of sweetness. More sweetness than Ombre Suede. And I haven't tried them on me, both of them, but I would say that Ombre Suede is pretty much similar. Maybe I would say that Ombre Suede is better because I'm more into spicy, woody, and kind of dry fragrance than sweet and fruity fragrance. But really, it's milder on my skin. It's not really the raspberry that get out with Italian Leather, and it's not jasmine that go in my skin. And jasmine is a note that I love, so I would say that this one is better. Ombre Suede is better, but it's really up to you. They are really similar. So if you want a clone of a Tom Ford leather fragrance, it's really about which one you think you like the most with the Tom Fords, then more with which one of those two is better. Now I'm gonna go with the complete note breakdown. The head notes are cardamom, heart notes are leather and jasmine, and base notes are patchouli, amber, and spice. So where would I see this fragrance? It's really, for me, a business fragrance. It's the leather note. It's more like suede than leather. It's really smooth. It's not offensive. It smells nice, but still it's different. It's not like usual fragrance that are mostly musk or ambroxan. This one is really special and unique, even though it's a clone of something. It's still different than what people are used to. It projects enough, but it's not too crazy, so it can be a nice fragrance for business. It will not be really good for a date because leather are not really good fragrance for dates. With this projection, I would say that it wouldn't be crazy during winter to cut through the cold, but inside it would be good in winter, and it will probably be good also in summer because it doesn't project like crazy, and if you want a leather fragrance for summer, that might be a nice fragrance. And for an everyday use, that will be a great fragrance. As I said, it's not offensive at all. It's really smooth. It's nice. It's distinctive. So if you want something different to wear every day, could be a great fragrance. And also the fragrance is super cheap, so it won't be so bad for you to buy 2 bottles, leave one at work, even though it lasts 8 hours in my skin, so you won't really have to. It lasts the whole day. And if you wear it every day, at one point you don't have any more of it and you buy another bottle, it will be still cheap. So that makes it a really nice everyday fragrance. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's the case, well, like and share. If you have any comments, if you tried this one or any other Just Jack, just write it in the comment. I'll be really happy to hear from you. So thanks for watching and see you soon.